In the previous lecture, we learned how to have SAS to estimate our model, but we haven't get into how to interpret the results. That's what we are going to cover today. You can find a lot of output from the process, but for now, the most important one is the table in the beginning of this output. There's a table named parameter estimates. This is where you can find your regression coefficient estimates. If you are not following, it's recommended that you watch again the previous lecture. Here, we have an intercept of 15 and 0.6, and there is a minus 0.6 as a coefficient for the age. So our estimated regression function will be rental rates equals 15.6 minus 0.6 times age. This is the most important step in our analysis. It's not rocket science. Basically, we are just copying numbers from the software output to the equation. If you wonder what does all other numbers in these tables mean, for sure, they all mean something. But it's not that easy to explain them in a few minutes. However, instead of directly referring you to this 1400 pages textbook, I will try to nail down the most important ones among them. The first table here is pretty straightforward. It shows the number of observations of the data. Next one is the big guy. In the table named Analysis of Variance, also known as ANOVA, the last column here, this number represents how good is this model performing. It's called the p-value of this model. Basically, the smaller this number is, the better the model is doing. Here, it is 0.024, which means there are 2.4 chances that this model will be wrong. Generally speaking, it's acceptable. Actually, a rule of thumb is as long as the chance is smaller than 5%, then this model is good to go. So after you got the result from PROCREAC, check this number. If it's smaller than 0.05, which is 5%, then you can go ahead and get the estimated coefficients and plug it in your model. Move down to the next thing. We have more descriptions of the model, but the most important one is this guy, the R-square. It is telling that how much of the data is the model explaining. Here we got like 0.06, which is approximately 6%. That's not so good, right? We are missing 94% here. But don't worry, this is because we are including only one explanatory variable here. We will do better when it comes to multiple regression. Finally, we have the parameter estimates. This we have used it in the beginning of this lecture, remember? It shows us the estimation of the coefficients. Alright, that's quite a load of new stuff. If you don't get it, please watch it again. If you still don't get it, leave a comment or write an email to me, so I will email you back. See you in the next lecture. Bye.